Colts Nation, let's ride. Colts Nation, let's ride. Colts Nation, let's ride. Broncos country, y'all suck if you listen to us. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. That was probably the worst football game I've ever seen in my life, but the Colts won, so it wasn't that bad looking back on it now. Power's here, and yes, Amazon Prime paid $13 billion for a field goal fest. And that's basically all that happened. That was a horrible game, but like I said in the beginning, the Colts won, so it was okay. I don't even know how to make this recap interesting. This recap will probably be more entertaining than the game was, I mean, if we're being honest, but let's just get into the game. So the game starts off as all the other games started off. The Colts got the ball first, did nothing, punted it. Then the Broncos went down on their first drive. They got to the red zone. The Colts stuffed them, and then they kicked a field goal to make it 3-0. And then some nothingness happened. Then the Broncos got the ball, went down. They kicked another field goal, made the score 6-0. This is the second quarter, by the way, that the second field goal happened. And then right after that, the Colts finally get a nice drive going. They're hitting everything. They're just looking efficient. And then Matt Ryan throws an interception right to the Broncos defender. Just the easiest interception that dude's ever caught in his life. Just right to him. And the Broncos got the ball back and into the drive. But luckily, our defense is really good and got the stop. And we got the ball back, drove down, and then once again had a good drive going. Then Matt Ryan got sacked on back-to-back plays, and we ended up having to settle for a field goal, making the score 6-3. And then that was halftime. After halftime, the Colts made a stop. They did some more things, and then they kicked a field goal to make the score 6-6. And then this is where the bad football started to happen. So the Broncos, they drove down. They got into field goal range. They lined up to kick it, and it got blocked. So the score was still 6-6. This is the third quarter, by the way. And then after that, the Colts get the ball back, and Matt Ryan throws another interception and gives the Broncos the ball in field goal position. And then the Broncos kick a field goal to make the score 9-6. And then some more nothingness happened. And then the Broncos get a drive going at the end of the fourth quarter. They're driving, looking like they're going to score to end the game. It's 3rd and 4 with like 2 minutes left. And they call a dumb play. They throw the ball, and Stephon Gilmore gets the interception and gives the Colts life. And then the Colts have a nice drive, like really starting with a nice catch by Alec Pierce, taking it away from the defender. And the Colts drove down, got into field goal range, and with 5 seconds left, kicked the field goal to tie it up at 9. And then the Broncos took a knee, and it went to overtime. And then the Broncos fans started leaving. The game was going into overtime, and the Broncos fans started leaving. That tells you how boring this game was. So the Colts get the ball to start overtime. They drive down. They get a nice drive going. And then they end up having to settle for a field goal. And Chase McLaughlin kicks it right down the middle to make the score 12-9. And then the Broncos get the ball. They drive. They have a nice drive going. And then it gets to 4th and 1. And then we had flashbacks to Super Bowl 49. The Broncos and Russell Wilson decided to throw the ball. And Russell Wilson had a wide open guy for a walk-in touchdown. It was KJ Hamler. It was wide open. And he completely missed him. And he threw it to a guy that was smothered by Gilmore. And Gilmore swats the ball away. And that's how the game ends. The Indianapolis Colts win 12-9 in overtime. This game was awful. Everyone was telling me that this game shouldn't have been televised, and I agreed with all of them. Like, I was just so frustrated the whole time, like, just how bad this game was. It was so bad. Like, I mean, I'm glad we won, so I didn't sit through that for nothing, but it was still awful. Like, I feel bad for the people that went to that game. I watched it on my TV and I wanted a refund. Like, I've been seeing all the memes saying that everyone who watched that game in entirety deserves like a $25 Amazon gift card or something, or like 3 months of Prime for free after that, because it was not good. Now, everyone's just saying that it's bad offense, and both offenses were bad, but I think you got to give a lot of credit to both defenses too, because the Broncos have a really good defense, and the Colts have a really good defense. You know, both offenses aren't great either, but I think that the defenses really showed out. I think that was a part of why both the offenses struggle. When you put good offenses against, or when you put bad offenses against good defenses, that's the type of game you get, especially when it's like that on both sides. So that tells me that the defense for the Colts is not the problem. The same with the Broncos. The Colts need to do a lot of things. We need a new offense. We need a quarterback that is going to be our quarterback for years to come. We need our future guy, like I said in the last video. That's Sam Ehlinger. And yeah, I think that would be great for us. But I still like the situation we're in. I think we could get hot late. Our division's weak, so it's still very winnable. We're second in the division right now. We're 1 game out of first place. And we would have been in first place if the Titans would have lost today, but Carson Wentz and the Commanders couldn't get it done because that's what Carson Wentz does. The Commanders had it 1st and goal from the 2 and Carson Wentz throws a pick. Yeah, we're not crazy for letting him go. Anyway, I just don't know. The winner of the South is going to be so bad. Like, I could see us winning the division at 9-7-1. I could legit see that. I think that's going to happen. I think we might win this division at 9-7-1, and the Titans and Jags will both be 9-8 or something like that. Like, I could see that happening because this division's not good. Whoever wins this division is getting bounced in the wild card round. And that's just all I know. I've accepted that at this point. And it would be the most Colts thing to barely win this division, and then Frank Reich would get to keep his job because we made the playoffs. But Frank Reich is on the hot seat. That is plainly obvious. Like, I saw him show emotion in that game on Thursday for the first time ever. Like, he was getting pissed. He was screaming at the refs. He was doing all this shit. Like, that's what we need to see from you. Like, show some emotion. Like that's how you keep a locker room, is by showing that you care. And he showed that he cared. His job is on the line, so that's why he cares. He's like screaming at the refs, arguing about spots. Like, I don't know. There's very few takeaways for this game. Chase McLaughlin is our field goal kicker of the future. He needs to win AFC Special Teams Player of the Week. I mean, he went 4 for 4 with 2 50-yarders, the game tire and the game winner. So he played really good. Alec Pierce had a nice day too. He had 81 yards on 8 catches, I think, including some crazy-ass catches because of bad throws. He just made some spectacular catches. He's going to be that guy for us, I think. I could see him being the number 1 within the next 2 years. I could really see that. Him, or if Pittman doesn't want to give that up, he could just keep playing like that too. But I think Alec Pierce has more talent personally. But Pittman's great too. And the defense, of course, the defense was pretty good. Gilmore he showed why we paid him the amount of money we did. He is very good. The Colts have 2 wins this season, and both wins he made plays at the end of the game to win it for us. So Gilmore is that guy, and we're undefeated against the AFC West, so I guess that's something. Anyway, that's all I got to say. The Colts look like they're in trouble. I mean, unless the offense can get it together, we're in trouble. Defense isn't the problem. It's the offense that needs a lot of work, but that's besides the point. I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications, and follow everything in the description box. See you guys next time. Bye.